If you're a Tomb Raider fan, I may have some great news for you because it looks like a terrible idea that was forming over at Amazon is going to be canceled. That's right. Laura Croft live action television series doesn't look like it's going to move forward. And you know what? Let's dive into the story, shall we? So, as being reported over on That Park Place, we've got Hollywood insiders reportedly believing that Amazon and Phoebe Waller Bridges' live action Tomb Raider show will not come to fruition. Like I said, pretty good news. And again, things seem to be leaning the right way. John wrote this story, and it starts as such. A new report suggests that many Hollywood insiders believe that Amazon and Phoebe Waller Bridges' live action Tomb Raider series will never see the light of day. Well, I didn't think it would, but hey, Amazon has done some really dumb things, but we'll have to see moving forward here. It says this new report comes from Leslie Goldberg at Puck. Puck's pretty decent reputation over there, and notes Amazon is now searching for a star to play Laura Croft. Amazon is now searching for a star to play Laura Croft in a live action Tomb Raider series written by Phoebe Waller Bridge that has many insiders placing bets on whether it will ever come to fruition. One insider allegedly told the outlet that's a deal for saving face. Probably. Amazon MGM Studios announced it was bringing Phoebe Waller Bridge on board to write and executive produce the show in the wake of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny bombing at box offices, where she played Helena Shaw. In a press release in May, the company announced today at its inaugural upfront presentation, Prime Video announced that it has ordered a Tomb Raider series with Phoebe Waller Bridge, set as writer and executive producer. The series is based on the iconic Tomb Raider video game franchise, which follows the adventures of world famous archaeologist and adventurer Laura Croft. Wow. It added the project comes as part of a deal between Crystal Dynamics and MGM Studios, originating through DJ's two first look deal with the studio to develop additional Tomb Raider stories into series and films. Tomb Raider will premiere exclusively on Prime Video in more than 240 countries and territories worldwide. Waller Bridge commented on the announcement. If I could tell my teenage self this was happening, I think she'd explode. Tomb Raider has been a huge part of my life, and I feel incredibly privileged to be bringing it to television with such passionate collaborators. She added, Laura Croft means a lot to me, as she does to so many. And I can't wait to go on this adventure, bats and all. Amazon MGM Studios head Jennifer Salke also stated, I'm so happy to announce that we've ordered the epic globe-trotting series Tomb Raider from the incredibly gifted Emmy Award winner Phoebe Waller Bridge and the team at Crystal Dynamics. Fans and newcomers can look forward to exhilarating adventures that honor the legacy of this iconic character. Well, I bet. Head of the studio at Crystal Dynamics, Scott Amos, also stated Amazon MGM Studios and Amazon Games are incredible collaborators with a massive reach across the globe, enabling us to expand our Tomb Raider franchise with multiple new adventures and a shared passion for creating impactful, entertaining, emotional experiences for players and viewers throughout every facet of this universe. These timeless stories span all media platforms to meet audiences where they want to engage with Tomb Raider. It's a critical step towards our future with fans everywhere. That sounds like a lot of words that mean very little, but at least he was excited about them. Waller Bridges' involvement in a Tomb Raider series at Amazon MGM Studios was rumored back in February, with Deadline reporting that she would write a TV series as part of a potential Tomb Raider universe that would span television, film, and games. And I know that because I actually reported on it as well. Deadline also noted that Waller Bridge could also be involved in potential movie as well. Well, it doesn't sound like any of this is going to move forward in that way, but she did confirm her involvement with the series, telling IGN in June of 2023, that is, there's so much I can incorporate. I mean, the character of Laura Croft was inspired by Indiana Jones and James Bond. So there's so much, and it just felt like the perfect final step in my own personal adventure through this kind of franchise world. That's right, she destroyed both the Bond movie and the Indiana Jones film. Keep that in mind. She also shared, I love the idea of, as Steven Spielberg describes it, the greatest show on earth, as in being able to make things with that scale and to go on adventures that big, and for the comedy and the heart to be matched, but on this kind of great level. Okay. And actually, through all the adventure stuff that I've learned from those franchises, it's actually how to keep something feeling grounded as well as allow it to be bigger than itself in some way. Evidence to the contrary, lady. And so hopefully that will all translate perfectly, seamlessly into Tomb Raider. Probably not. Waller Bridge's involvement in the series all but confirms the show will be dead on arrival, which is true. She is an outspoken womanist person and injects that womanism into her works. She told the BBC that she would trade 5 years of her life for the so called perfect body. I would have been the girl with the hand up, and I would have been like, heck yeah. And then thinking that was honest and thinking that's empowering because it's honest, and yet feeling at the same time that it's letting the side down and not really knowing what the rules were, but then caring so deeply about women and equality and the basic principles of womanism. Hmm. She continued, and then slightly being frightened by the nuances and that there are traps out there. And I still feel like that even when I get asked about it, my heart starts beating a little faster because I know that there are mines that you can step on, and I think I'll probably always have that. Well, of course you will. And here's the weirdest thing. You really shouldn't have to have an ideology that makes you terrified to say the wrong thing all the time. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, all of these people are in that same little cult and belief system. Anyway, that's all we have for today on that story. Thanks to John over at That Park Place. And I just want to say if insiders are saying this isn't going to happen, especially people at Puck Media, I'm going to believe them because I have no reason to believe that anybody for any amount of money would want to further destroy yet another franchise and one that's tied to so many different things. And while Crystal Dynamics has made some really stupid decisions recently, I imagine that they're not interested in making Laura Croft a valueless IP, which is almost guaranteed with somebody like Phoebe Waller Bridge and Jennifer Salke over at Amazon. So they'll probably breathe a sigh of relief when they find out that this is not going to go anywhere. And maybe they'll feel a little bit grateful. But hey, how do you feel? Do you think this is good news? Do you think we are going to avoid this particular catastrophe? Do you think that we should trust the folks over at Puck and some other insiders to give us the straight deal here? Believe it or not, I have no reason to doubt. Puck has been fairly accurate on almost everything that they've covered. And if this is the way it's leaning over there right now, I have a pretty good sense that it isn't going to happen at all. Uh, what would you think about having a Laura Croft television show, live action, or even another movie with maybe a new actress tied to it? I'm not sure I really need one. There's some terrible animation one over at Netflix right now, but that's not any good either. Would you like to see something different for a change, or should we just keep going back to IPs that just keep seeming to be burned out by the time they're done with them? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below and double check that you're subscribed because we are so close to 25K right now. You could be the difference. And hey, we're not going to stop there. We're headed to 100K next. And if you could help me out by just staying subscribed, that would be great. Also, turn on the notifications because I'm dropping anywhere between 1 and 3 videos a day now, and I'm doing a live stream every single day. So you probably will get a little bit too much of me, but you'll be better off for it because, hey, I talk about some great things and maybe stuff you haven't heard of. On that note, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others. And until next time, see ya.